Hello, Realtors. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon. I recently just finished sharing yesterday with the top 20% agents in the Keller Williams market centers that I own and operate, as well as today with several other agents on a couple different Zooms that I have been holding. And I wanted to quickly film this video because I've had so many questions, so much feedback, and comments around a little portion of the PowerPoint that I put together that I shared yesterday that I wanted to just do a quick little video on it. So this is what I believe to be, from listening to Gary Keller, the 3 things that you as a real estate agent need to be focusing on right now in your business. And I'm going to keep it super short and simple and sweet. And I'm going to share with you guys a few slides, and then I'm going to give you my own personal, a funny personal story to share as well. So you're looking at a graph from the National Association of Realtors from last year, and this was shocking to me, you guys. Only 18% of our clients used the same agent again in 2020. That, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but that kind of blew my mind. So if you look at this, you can see purple is new clients, green is repeat, and orange is referral. And so only 18% use the same agent again. So here's what that means. Now more than ever, we have to be hyper focused on our database as realtors. I'm doing the same thing for my business. You guys, hopefully someone is coaching or teaching you on this as well. You need to be hyper focused on your database. And Gary Keller is sharing with us grouping, and he has been coaching us on making sure that we have our database in the appropriate groups. So I'm going to share with you what some of those examples are quickly, and then I'm going to show you an example of why this is important. So number 1, your database needs to be grouped by business relationships. Someone who hasn't done any business with you yet, but you have them in your database. B, they're an active client. They are actively looking to buy or sell right now. Or 3, they're a past client. 4, there's someone who's referred business. So in the past, they've sent you maybe a referral once or twice a year. And then 5thly, you have your last group, which to me is super important. These are your VIPs. These are your, what Gary calls your serial repeat referrals. So they've sent you, I'm going to say for me, that's 5 or more. They've sent you 5 or more referrals in the last 12 months. Those are your VIPs. Next, you need to be getting as much data as you possibly can on your clients and your database's hobbies and interests. Who likes to play golf? Who likes to cook? Who's in a Bible study? Who has elementary age kids? Who has kids that are getting ready to go to college or already in college? Who could be potentially looking for a vacation home or a second home? Who goes to the lake every weekend, but they don't have a lake house? What are their hobbies? What are their interests? And how can you group them that way, so that you can just be getting more data on them? And then that way you're helping them more in the future. And you already know this is setting you up to be able to have the insights that will eventually get them into action. And I'll share with you what that means. The third way you want to group them is by property type. So are they looking luxury? Are they looking for land? Are they in a certain school district? What property type are they looking for? And then lastly, you want to have your investors in one group and your vendors in another group. So you've got your 5 groups that everybody in your database needs to be in some sort of a group. Then you need to be asking yourself these 3 key questions. From everything I took away from the real estate convention, which was the largest real estate convention in the industry in February, this was probably one of the most important parts. So these 3 questions to keep your database healthy, you need to be making sure that you know that you have the answers to. Number 1, are the right people in your database? Number 2, is their data accurate? So let me go back to number 1. I just recently ran across, I had a couple of professionals that I use frequently, dentist, car service, all of those things. And I just realized they're not even in my database. Like that, who are we missing from our database? Are the right people in there? Then number 2, is their data accurate? Do you have all of their accurate email addresses, their accurate home addresses? Hopefully you have that. Do you have their cell phone numbers? Do you have where they work? Do they own a business? What do you have their anniversary, their kids' names, their spouses' names, their significant others, all of those things? How much data do you have, and is the data correct? And then the last question is, are they in the correct group? So do you have them labeled correctly? And could you even add another tag or another piece of valuable data to the contact that you have, such as a hobby or an interest or something like that? This blew my mind. For the last, I would say, probably solid 2 years, I've been speaking the word experience to all of the agents in my offices. So according to NAR from last year, 2020, these are the top 3 reasons why a buyer, the most important factor for a buyer to choose an agent. 21% said honest and trustworthy. 18% said the experience that they get from working with that agent. And then 15% said reputation. So if you guys can see, this is flipped over the last decade. Designations would have been higher, association with a company would have been higher, knowledge of the area or the neighborhood would have been higher. Even maybe friend or family member would have been higher. 54% of those buyers surveyed said that the most important factors to them are honest and trustworthy, experience that they received, so their experiential factors, and their reputation of the agent. It is so important now more than ever for you guys to be focusing on this experience. I know all my teams have read the experience book, which takes you through the experience of that Walt Disney gives. I would highly recommend that if you do not already have that or you haven't read that. You've got to come up with outside of the box ways to give your clients the ultimate experience. This was also something that I fell in love with this from the convention. If you go back, look, they want honest and trustworthy. They want an experience, and they want someone who has a great reputation. Gary called this the triangle of trust. So at the top, you have authenticity. I want to experience the real you. Your clients and consumers want to experience the real you. Today, I led a social media panel of 4 amazing agents who just crush it on social media. And I loved that they said that what's gotten them so much business from their social media is that they're real, they're authentic. They post pictures of them in their everyday real life. They're not afraid to be real and authentic. Clients want that now more than ever. That's at the very top of the trust triangle. They want to experience the real you. Empathy. They want to believe that you care about them and their success. How many of your clients in your database own their own business? How many of you know what those businesses are? How many of you are actually helping them get more business? You're driving traffic to their business. You're promoting their business within your business because they're your client. They want to know that you believe and care about them and their success. And then the third part is logic. They want to know that you can do it, that your reasoning and your judgment are sound, and that you can represent them in what is now just a crazy, crazy, crazy market. So Jason Abrams taught me this. I love this. Gary has said it too. Jason said it differently to me lately. And so it struck a chord with me. The 3 things that you need to understand about your business moving forward into the future as a real estate agent are the following: data, insight, and action. You need to understand gathering as much data as you can is so important. Then you've got the insights, and then you've got the action. I'm going to explain that. And the bigger question is, are you currently using a real estate platform that is going to be able to, 1, have your data protected, and 2, that's going to be able to help you with the artificial intelligence so that you can run your real estate business with your clients, much like what Amazon does to me, and to you. So I'm going to share with you a quick example. This is my nephew, Graham. As you can see, he is likely just the cutest little thing you've ever seen in your whole entire life. I just love him so much. I totally joke with my brother and my sister-in-law that at the top, that's me on the left as a baby and him on the right. And I just think that we look just alike. He's just so cute. I just love him so much, though. Look at his cute little face down there. So I'm going to use Graham to illustrate a very real life story, explaining the importance of me sharing this with you. Don't judge. I don't have kids, and aunts get to spoil their nieces and nephews. So with that being said, here we go. So this is Graham's first birthday party, and this is the golf cart that I ordered for him from Amazon for his first birthday party. Of course, I had to put some UK gear on there. Go Cats. So that was his first birthday present, the golf cart. His second birthday, right around there, I ordered him this Jeep. He just loves cutting around the neighborhood, going around the cul-de-sac on his little mint green Land Rover that is so stinking cute. After his birthday, towards the end of last year, he became obsessed with tractors. So for Christmas, Adam and I spent too long, I'm embarrassed to tell you, putting together this John Deere tractor for him. And that I also ordered that he just enjoyed it. As you can see, he's pulling Frankie, my little dog, around in the back. Frankie's like, Mom, get me out of here. So no, he enjoyed his John Deere tractor for Christmas. So here's the crazy part, okay? So now we have an almost 3-year pattern that they've been able to collect my data. His birthday is coming up. It's actually just in a couple of weeks. So just last week, I received an email from Amazon saying, hello, that's my Amazon name. Hello, Dana. We found something that we think that you might like. Here is a Razor dirt ATV 4-wheeler that's camouflage that looks like it might fit other things you've been browsing and on your past purchases. So Amazon is telling me what they think that I need to purchase or what I already need to purchase or might like to purchase before I even know what I might like to purchase because they've gotten the data. So let me break this down for you. They have the data. They probably now are able to tell people's birth dates based on the history that they have or a roundabout time. They can tell you the presence on that specific age group. So they can see that I've been purchasing right around that same age group. They know the price point that I'm willing to spend. So then you move to the insight. That's when they're saying, okay, here, Dana, here's the next item that you might like to purchase for your nephew. Here's some examples and some ideas of some presents that little boys around the age of 3 years old, based off of your past purchasing habits, actually have enjoyed or have been purchased higher or have been liked. They're giving me the insight. And then that's going to lead to the action where I swipe my card or I add to my cart and I do a buy with one click on the purchase. So as you can see, this is already happening in every other aspect of our lives. And this is what we need to be thinking about with our clients. So I want to leave you with this. If you think about it for you as a realtor in your real estate business, what unique insights, unique access, and unique services are you providing? And if not any right now, how much time can you spend to time block to plan these things out and actually work on your business, right? So think about this as an example that we got. Unique insights, a first-time home buyer guide and specialized process for all the first-time home buyers. Remember, if they end up coming back out with another first-time home buyer tax credit like they did in, when was that, 2009, 2010, the 75 and the 8,000, 7,500, 8,000. If they end up coming back out with that, you better believe first-time home buyers are going to be back in full swing more than they already are right now. So do you have a first-time home buyer guide and a specialized process? Take it a level deeper. Then are you hosting or could you host a unique access, an access only first-time home buyer seminar where you're providing them with all the information. You've got a lender walking them through the process, a closing attorney walking them through the process. Maybe you bring a home inspector on to let them know what to expect for their first home inspection process. And then your unique services. Maybe you've developed a vendor list with a personal touch. You have a great process for post-closing where you're offering them specific and unique services after they buy their first home. What does that look like for you guys in your business right now? And how can you start to work on that? So I just wanted to quickly share that. I had a lot of questions, a lot of feedback. I know it got a lot of wheels turning. So hopefully that breaks it down a little bit better and it helps you guys understand the importance of us moving forward. And more importantly, why the platform that you use for your database is so important. You need to make sure that your database is not owned by somebody else. Your platform is not owned by somebody else that can come in and buy that and then have your data, if you catch my drift. And then the other thing is, how organized is your database? How much time are you or your team or your admin or whoever putting into your database every day to be able to tag them, put them into groups, figure out ways that you can have unique data and unique insights and unique access and all of those things for them. So hope this is helpful. Feel free to reach out to me if you ever have questions or if there's anything I can do for you. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.